So, the past, the present, and the future. I remember, Joe, this 2 years ago. It was just such a wonderful time.
You're gonna make me cry again. Don't do
I
that.
was 8-time British champion. I still wear that crown every day.
Do you?
Even when I go to the shop, I mean that crown and the same
Yes,
shirt,
unfortunately.
doing my grocery. No, that's definitely not me. That's definitely not us. So that was it. This is done. Oh, I've got even better one. Next year, I've got this amazing plan. I found this diet, and next year, I'm just gonna do it finally. Bought all the products. It's gonna be like ripped and stuff, but next year I'm gonna start. This is the plan.
Okay, great. How about now?
Yes, that's not gonna happen. What's gonna happen is the fish and chips after that,
Yeah,
as we
more
know.
like it.
Well, joke aside, the present moment is what we all have, and we have to deeply understand that what it is now is what we've got. And I experienced this very much as a dancer, that our best memories, my best memories, and when I was really present there and then. And even in teaching, sometimes I feel there is no connection with the couple because they're somewhere else somehow. You know, they recall some pasts, or they're gonna, we're gonna practice, and it's all into somewhere else. But with some couples, somehow when there is a connection here and now on that moment, somehow I feel it works. You know, when we are really here. Like I try to be with you, not already thinking of my fish and chips, which I'm gonna have, for sure. I was reading last time some stuff from Herman Minkowski, a nice philosopher, and he said that it's not so simple actually, that the present moment is only now, what's happening now. He somehow calls it a meta-present moment. It has a space. It has always immediate past and immediate future. So that present moment, even in the basic even terms somehow, it's not only I'm just doing a hip action here, but I come from somewhere, come from that foot into that hip, and I project the spine into the future. So that space here is not only now, but it always has immediate past and immediate future that my spine already projects. Can we relate to that? That we here sometimes use the foot, use that, and that's relating to where you come from. You know, but because I could be like, it's only that, but I don't know where I'm going. Or I can be all the time, boom, in the future, but actually it's too much into the future. Yeah? So it's that sort of, that space, even in the body, that conflict that I feel very much, even in a technical feeling, that connects us into the present moment. He also describes that it goes back a bit, intermediate past or intermediate future. Intermediate past means that I still, in my body, I remembered what I've just done. We were just walking here. I gave Joana a spin. I spoke to you. So it just happened. Are you following? So it's somewhere in my body memory which I cannot just cut. And I also know that I have lectures to do, and the next stuff that I'm going to do, it's already in my intermediate future. You know, that somehow it's still now, but it has this space in time. Of course, what I said in the beginning about the remote past, he also speaks about remote past. Because when I give Joana a touch, it's not only now, but I remember touching her before. I know I've done millions of Roombas before, and I bring it all now, and I will experience it again now. Is she? Yes. She's going to come. Thank you. You know? So I bring it back somehow. It's not that I remember and said, okay, I expect the same feeling, but it's difficult to cut those. I've danced before Rumba, many of them. I know where I come from. I come from Poland, and I have this and these teachers, and it's all part of me. I cannot cut it, but I'm bringing it right here, right now. Remote future is more difficult because we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We might be all dead. Have a good day. But we don't know. You know, and I can kind of plans, but in dancing somehow I feel, in dancing, still even if I say the same thing, I bring that remote stuff with me. I know what I want, but I already have a plan. She's here, and my energy, I'm gonna go here. Now, it's not only that action, but now already in the energy, I already knew that before. Make sense? So somehow, thank you. So, it's still part of present moment, that's what I come from and where I'm going. And sometimes it's difficult to understand. You know, in leading also, you know, that I need to the plan, but for me, it's connected. It's difficult to explain, but that's what I feel to be really present in the moment when I dance. So even that section, Fifi, my Fifi, I try to talk over. I'm not a performer anymore, you know, so just try to get the idea better than the movement. So I walk you through. So she's done that. That's already in my memory, even that dynamic, which I maybe want to slow down. And that hand, I know exactly I go for, and already now, I know it's here. And that next movement. And that hip, already have a plan. Enjoy into that. Into this moment. Knew that before somehow, that it's going to work. I still feel very present, but that doesn't mean I cannot look forward towards the future, have a plan and anticipate even the future. Because otherwise it might look that I'm just actional doing stuff, but there is no vision, there is no plan, there is no idea somehow. And with some dancers we see, yeah, they know where they're going. And some people are just hanging about a bit. It's present, but maybe not completely. So sometimes we hear a lot about timing. About the timing. Like the timing is now, 12 past 4.
10 past 4.
10 past 4. And we knew that lecture going to be at 4 o'clock, so you are here, we are here, so we don't get disappointed. It's going to finish at 4:30, I promise. This is also the agreement. You know? So don't leave before because I will kill you. I will not. You're free to go. But that's agreement. And often in teaching and stuff, so we hear, so what is your timing? This one is on 2. So this is on 4. 1 you hold. Okay. How long? I don't know. Whatever feels right. Okay. You know, but it gives us sort of agreement and sense of security, the timing. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1. We get it. Okay. This is the timing. You know, but that's not completely what I experience. And in the phenomenology of time, of course, our experiences can be completely different. Even this lecture, for me, runs quite fast. For some of you, it can be, oh, it's a drag. I've been here the whole day. Jesus. It's long. For somebody, it's just quick because you're busy thinking, this, and okay, let him finish. I have to do this. So how we experience even this lecture can be very different. And in dancing, it's exactly the same. You know, we hear about fast music. Well, it was fast for you. For me, it was perfect. You know, or opposite. You know, and with the attitude. So it's more about the attitude, I think, that we have to dance. and even keeping the same subject, the past, the present, and the future, can have a simple lock. Ta, 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 da, quick, quick, quick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Timing. What about if I give it a bit remote feeling, which makes it a bit laid back? We see that a lot. Tick, tick, dee, 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 dee. I don't have a rush. Tick, dee, 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 dee. And into the future. Ka-ta-ta-da. You know? It's my attitude that I can change. It's not only take it easy, and we hang in. You know, so I can shift from ta, 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 even now, which makes it more actional actually. Now, boom, ta, ta, more anticipated the future. And now it's enough to maybe go back. You understand? It's the same timing, but my attitude and the freedom of that attitude, of that shift, makes it a little bit more present. You can see that on the floor? That some people actually are a bit more melancholic, a bit more into the past, even in the ballroom, eh, Craig? A bit more, I love that feeling, that is somewhere behind. Some people, I used to be as a competitor very much, boom, let's bring it on. I look forward to the future until the comp is over. I can have a beer. It's true, so then it has to go somewhere in the middle, and our attitudes gives us really that feeling of present moment somehow, that conscious shift. So even in the Rumba, for sure Joana experiences differently than me, and which is also fine. That's also great. So I can say, I'm going to challenge myself because I never go into the past. I give you the arm, which is now. Oh, she's touching me. Ooh, I love that feeling of the past. Thank you, Darren. Can you try to just do it again? Jesus, man.
Maybe not today.
Do I have to take over all the time?
Doesn't work, just shift it.
No. Come on. I want to enjoy how you touch me. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, this is nice. When I take it over to the next. Action now. I have another plan. That was wonderful. Back into that now. Send the energy. Boom. To do the next one, darling. Tick, hold. Because it's going to happen next. Quite nice.
Scared me there.
So I actually think it's a very nice subject. Thank you for choosing this. It suits me perfectly. It should just be called the present moment, that it has its past and future. Probably. Great, thank you. So, as dancers, of course, we are lost a little bit into this, even people, into the thought. You know, we go, what's going to happen in that next competition and this, and I used to be a champion, and I used to dance great, but now I cannot. So it's all the time this, you know, the fight, like, am I in the past or in the future? Never somehow here. You know? And what helps us to put, what is helping a lot is definitely, we've heard that before, is activation of the senses. To get actually into the body. We would hear, you know, get into your body. Don't dance with your mind active. Be focused, but don't think. You know, and senses are definitely helping us. But not only the fact that we have them, but to actually actively participate into them. So I think it's enough of hearing me. So let's hear you, Joe, about the senses.
Yes, well, yeah. So for me, actually, as Michael has said, one thing to actually get in touch with my body, to get really involved with myself, would be to activate the senses. And I want to focus today on three ideas and sense, and I hope you can help me with that. So if you can all stand up for a second.
Yes, this is a
So
great
I know
idea.
It's late, but just stand up.
But some people might collapse, huh? It's so hot.
And the first idea of sense would be the breath, the breathing. So breathe in through the nose and breathe out. Shake your body loose. Come on, give it to me. That's it, a bit more. Breathe in again and sense maybe your spine, your shoulder, very nice. So the breath. So not only the flow of the breath, but to activate it, to feel it. How is it going inside? And enhance it a bit more with the touch. So maybe some of you are just standing like this. Pay attention to what you touch, to how does it connect to your breath. Is the breath still supporting that touch, or are the hands just hanging loose and the breath a bit more relaxed? Or is it holding my breath? Can you try to hold your breath a bit more with a little soft touch here? Or breathe it out, relax. That's nice. And maybe feel the floor. You're touching the floor with your feet. So breathing, touching. And the last one, I want to activate the focus, the eyes. So maybe look at someone opposite you, for example, pick somebody in the space and really look at that person, but not just looking without, so participate with that breath. Maybe you're touching yourself, or you're feeling that floor underneath yourself.
Oh, yes.
You're looking Okay, anyway, so a bit more, quite nice actually, thank you, you really helped me. So to pay attention a bit more to those three ideas, which I'd like to focus on mostly today. So not to just start with your mind, your thoughts, but to go straight into your body, a bit more physically in touch with something congruent, which would be the activation of the breath.
You can sit or they stay? Stand.
You can sit, sorry. So if we, for example, do a piece here, for example, I stretch my arm, so that's my action, I stretch my arm. So it's not just about the stretch, but the whole engagement of that breath, that focus, and maybe I'm touching the floor. I'm looking at Michael coming to me, touching me here. As I touch that floor into that. He's touching me there. And at the same time, I'm touching him.
Nice.
So,
I'm not thinking at that moment. This is the main part.
Yes. And for me, it's a bit more of a multiple activity at the moment. So a flow between three senses. Not just looking, not just touching, not just breathing, but how they connect. How the breath and the touch enhance the focus. So I don't know, I hope you could feel it a little bit. But how they help each other and support each other would be the first idea of senses. Hearing myself breathe. Another idea would be a bit of a shifting idea between those three senses, which helps at the comp very much when we see dancers and maybe they are very busy, outwardly focused, a bit stuck with that focus out all the time. Maybe holding the breath too long, so what do they need? Shift it into relax your body, to breathe out, yeah? And maybe too long out looking, so maybe relax your eyes, go a bit in. In doesn't mean shutting off from the world. You can be in, but very active in that body, paying attention to different body parts, or aware that I'm approaching that person on that chair, but not yet looking at him, and releasing into him. So for example...
And maybe with me.
Breathe along. Just... And I walk to you there. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. It's a bit hard with the mic, but at least you're here. And to prioritize a bit more one sense or the other, to make one sense speak louder than the other. That would be my other idea for today. So one idea would be how they are combined, how I look out, I touch myself and I hold my breath, or I look in, I touch myself and I relax my breath, the combination. And the other idea would be, what we've done a bit now, would be prioritizing one or the other. Yes, hopefully you could see that.
Yes, so it's okay. So for sure, to stay with that subject of present moment, what Joana is talking about, transition of senses, shifting of senses, activation, at least breath, touch, and sight, gives us already some information, actually, and connects us to the present moment. And what I said is that the present has its past and the future. It's not only now. What I also experience a lot somehow in the present moment of touch and anything I do of that present moment, somehow it's a bit deeper. I feel the multiple awareness and I feel the contextual awareness as well. Sounds a bit somehow academic, but that's what I feel. It's not singular. You know, when we are here close to Manchester, so if you're a Manchester United fan like myself, you would know how the football players speak sometimes. Wayne Rooney, he describes that like excellent moment, you know, when the ball is approaching, he's waiting for that ball. He's not really busy only with running and actually only kicking that ball. What he says is that ball is approaching, he's feeling the wind blowing, so he can measure whether to run a bit faster or slower. He knows that two defenders are here. He feels the nervousness of the goalkeeper. He needs to make a pass into the goal. You know, that's brilliant, I find. He's not busy, boom. Guess what? He will not score, for sure. You know? And I feel a bit similar, that actually the multiple awareness of it and the contextual awareness, the multiple awareness, simply speaking, means it's not only me, okay, it's number one, you can even do it's me, and only me, my body movement, my stuff, feel good, I touch her, go. It's not that simple somehow. It's not only the number two, only us. It's all about the partnering we hear. And my partner, and I'm gonna touch her and stuff. My body is shit, and I don't know where I am, but shit, baby. You know, we see that too. So that's also can be total truth. We see where you are. You are in here, in this ballroom, Blackpool. Yes, Blackpool. Yes, I'm here. Yes, baby, you're in Blackpool. Let's, you know, it's nonsense, of course. So what I feel is somehow is the multiple awareness. I know that you all looking at me. I'm aware of it. I know what she's doing. I know that my body is here. And I'm saying, look at me, how I touch Joana. Did I do the wrong one?
Okay.
You know? So even on the touch moment, it's a tough one. I'm really focused on what I'm doing, but on a different thing. I know you are here. I know where she is, and I know where I am. So it's 1, 2, 3 idea. Can we picture that? That's what I really feel. And contextual mean that, of course, I know in the context, even with other couples or in my choreography, what just happened, what's coming next. I already know the energy, what I want to bring. So it's all like, it's very active. It's like going, totally into it. You know? So I know she's there. I know you are looking. I know that hand. I know what I have to do to maybe go into my hip, into the next movement. So she does the spiralized stretch. into next, and hopefully I'm gonna catch her. Works every time. And next, me. I have another new plan. Into this. Wait for this one. Let's enjoy this moment. You still watching? Okay. Okay. I think it's enough. I think it's enough. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hold you any longer. Let's stay present. And let's remember, maybe we will not have another opportunity to be here. Stay present and enjoy. Thank you so much for your participation. Enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you.